Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Lee, and today I'm making a very special project for a very special young lady. I would like to make a light box. Now, I've never made one before, so this is definitely a learning curve. The box part shouldn't be a problem. The lighting part might, but we're gonna give it a shot. So the first thing I did was I went up to the store and I bought a board, an MDF board. This particular board is a 1/4 2x2, but I think it'll be perfect for this application because I do intend to paint it. It also shouldn't require very much hardware to make because I'm going to glue it together. So first thing I did was I've went in here and I've lined out exactly how wide that I want it, and I've went in and I've marked where my letters will go on it. The letters I simply got off a website. Just any website will do with the type of calligraphy that you like. You can Google it. It's pretty easy to find. And I just got the letters that I wanted and the size that I wanted. I've went with 2-inch letters because I'm not looking for an overbearing sign. I'm just looking for something that's a little bit smaller, a little bit more petite. And we're going to give it a go. So the first step that I need to do is I need to cut this board. So let's jump over to the saw. I'm using a table saw to make these cuts, but if you don't have a table saw and you have a circular saw, you will achieve the same results. I made a small line right there. You can see it in the corner where I lined up where I wanted my letter to hit. And of course I have the line on the bottom, which shows me where I want my letters to hit on the top and bottom. I sprayed a light coat of adhesive. Now that is one of the nice things I love about this adhesive is it's not strong enough that you can't peel it back off and replace it where you want it. Some of the heavier duty ones you cannot do that with. So bear that in mind if you go with a heavier adhesive. So what I've did there is I've just took the 1.5 inch I had from this side and I've added it to this side now. Made my line so I know where to make my next cut. In this cut here, I'm using my compound miter saw. But again, as I stated before, if you don't have a table saw, or in this case a compound miter saw, a circular saw will make this exact same cut. So don't be intimidated if you don't have the tools. So this is what we're looking at. Now, we need to drill some holes in this so we can scroll saw this out. So I got all the holes drilled in. Next, the scroll saw. Now if you're saying, Lee, I don't have a scroll saw, it's okay. Keep watching. I'm going to tell you a tool that will do the same process as my scroll saw is doing for me right now. When I first started scroll sawing, I made a critical mistake. And I actually had to redo all the work again. Let me show you the first one. I failed to make the D proper. So I had to scrap this. But it's now fixed. It's a common mistake. If you don't make sure you've got breaks in there where you need them braked, you're going to do that. I've done it a couple times now. And most often I find I do it when I get in a hurry. Don't ever get in a hurry. It's not worth it. Trust me. So if I did it correctly and I didn't use too much spray adhesive, the letters should peel right off. Or what should I say, what's left of the letters should peel right off. So let's see if I used too much adhesive. But we don't need this one. Ideally, you should just be able to use a nail to get it off with any luck. If you use too much spray adhesive, it will not just peel right off. It will leave behind a little film that you have to fight with. It's a telltale sign. Now guys, just bear in mind, if you don't have a scroll saw to be able to scroll these letters out, you can use a jigsaw, which is a very inexpensive tool that you can purchase. It's not as easy to use. You have to be a lot more cautious, but it will do the same purpose as this here. So now we need to get the rest of the pieces to make the box. Just like that, we have the pieces cut. So the box should be something like this. These pieces are going to sit here. In a perfect world, they'll sit there. This piece will precariously sit on top. This piece will close up the bottom. This piece will close up the top. It's late in the day. I'm hot, I'm tired, and I'm sweaty. So we're gonna pick this back up tomorrow. Boof's initial idea was to do a fade out from a dark blue on the outside into a white in the center. But we really wasn't feeling it. We didn't think it looked the way we wanted it to, so we scrapped this. Boof.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I like the technique, but I don't like it on this project. So we're gonna paint it again. Try something different.
Okay everybody, so let me show you how we've assembled the sign so far. So here's the inside, pretty simple. It's MDF boarding, and all I've done is taken a couple little pieces of wood, cut them to the size of the inside, and nailed them into the corners. This just allowed me to attach both the front, the back, and the side all together. Gives it a little bit of a sturdier construct, and will be perfect. And then these pieces will simply just go on the top and the bottom, and voila. But we're not done with it yet. So you can see when the light's not in, the inside is not very cool. So we're gonna paint that inside white.
Idea number 463 gazillion. Now I'm just doodling because why not?
It's funny, I think the doodling started out as just looking for inspiration, looking for something for the sign. And somehow or another, it turned into the sign. It really looks cool. Coming out. The finished artwork.
It's a Boof original.
And there's Easter eggs in it. But don't worry, we're not going to make you look for it. We're going to show you. But first, I'm going to give you a chance to see if you spot them. Okay, time's up. The first one. Have you found the second one yet? Don't worry, we'll give you a cheat. Okay guys, so we have our lights that we purchased off Amazon, which is the Highlights Eclipse Kit. This is a pretty simple light system, pretty basic. So we got these little plugins that you plug into the end of your strips. Pretty simple, nothing fantastic about it. Here's a strip. So, we've put the guys in that we need for those. They also have these little adapter clips that go over them where you connect them, which is pretty cool. I imagine it probably just helps it hold it in place to make sure it's a snug fit. But I think it's just an extra feature. You'll also notice that there's tape on the back of all of this, which allows us to tape it in, which I'm very glad for. At the other end, which I showed you initially, we have our adapter plug. This cable here will actually attach from the lights to the controller. Now this particular model came with a remote where you can select the different colors that you want, or you can put it on auto. So we're gonna plug this in and test it out and hope to goodness it works.
You didn't think about doing that beforehand? I didn't think so. Hand me the plug, I'll plug it in.
Shut up. Nobody asked you your opinion.
I'm just here as she's wrapping up the project.
Ja. I mean, they should work. Undo the twist tie.
I'll plug it in.
You plug me in.
I can't reach it.
All right.
And now push the on button and see what happens.
Haha, check it out.
Aren't those cute?
Let's do purple. Ooh.
Brings out the color in my eyes.
This one's not working.
Did you not plug it in right?
It's not working. Hold on, we must do surgery. Well, I didn't do something right. It's still not working.
Try the other strand and see if it...
I'm going to try the other direction. Hold on. Oh. So...
She put it in backwards.
I will point out here just for a second. If you can see this, let me turn this off. So, you see the little letters, the BRG? You should probably make sure they're both facing the right direction.
Good idea.
I'm just saying.
Good idea.
Okay.
They so pretty.
They go in the box.
Right, let's talk about the box.
Let's talk about the box.
Yeah, my guess is we'll just drill a small hole here
okay.
so that we can feed the adapter through it.
Okay. Let's get the drill.
I'll get the drill. I like the drill. Don't you wish your glue gun was hot like mine? Battery operated. We're gonna adhere the cable into the hole with some hot glue that I'm trying not to make a mess with, so that the cable is solid. My wife has also put some double-sided tape on the controller box, and it will also adhere right in there, nice and neat. So, let's do it.
So one of the things that we had to account for is the long controller part. Even though we did kind of wind it up a little bit there, there was a big section, as you can see, that there was no light. So we actually kind of, I don't want to say doubled them, but in a way we did. Thankfully, the side tracks worked perfectly for running the lights all the way around, and it worked out like a charm. So you're about to see Boof put the back onto the back of the sign. Thankfully, this thing just popped in quite beautifully and was snug, which is great because if anything ever happened with the lights, if a strand went bad or it became unplugged, you could easily just pop this off and fix it. And we didn't have to nail it. Obviously, we will touch up the paint. You can see the plug is in. I'm hitting the button. Nothing's happening.
Hey guys, thanks for joining for this Leboof original. I'm glad my wife worked super hard and allowed me to put my creative touches on it. Once again, the lighting kit that we used is a Hit Lights Eclipse kit found on Amazon. Link in the description. This is a super simple way to try out your first rope light LED kit. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
It was very simple, very easy to use, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, the display was pretty simple to make. Having never made one of these before, I wasn't sure. It turned out amazing.
It's pretty cool. So, catch us next time when who knows what we'll be making.
Ooh, I've already got plans.
Not tonight, dear. I have a headache.
It's okay, I haven't got the rope lighting up around the bedroom yet.
Bye.
Toodles! I gotta go order more rope light. Woohoo! Amazon, here I come!
She's a freak.
Did it record any of that? Did it record? Did it record? I've got adhesive on my hands, I can't tell. And the off chance that it didn't,
Why does the phone ring right when you push record?
every damn time.
It's a local number.
And it's probably not anybody to answer it.
True.
Hello. It's just what I figured, spam.
Spam.
This cable here will actually attach Try again for me. And again.